Hello Tinkerers, welcome back to another DIY activity session. So in today's topic is on applications of trigonometry. So in application of trigonometry, we'll be making a model called as clinometer. In our schools, we'd have used these trigonometrical formulas, but we would have thought where will this be applied in our day-to-day life. So, in order to explain the application, we have made this model. So, using this trigonometrical formulas, we can actually determine any height of an object or height of a building. And for objects like pen and all, we can simply use this scale, right? So for huge buildings, it's not possible for us to use scale and measure its complete height. So this is a basic model. Even a advanced level we have made for a advanced level we have made using laser light. So for that advanced level project, you can just click on the description. There's a link below. You can just click on that and watch that project which we developed and replicate in your schools, or you can do it by yourself at your homes. Okay, so let's check the actual application of the clinometer. So in this model we have two ruler scales which is of 30 centimeter, and we have cut all these foam boards. It has three layers. So first layer is the base. Second layer we have given for some elevation, as we have kept some base for this protractor. And top layer is to just give some proper finish and hold the protractor so that it won't come out. Okay. So the complete day video is will be played after I explain this project. So now let's see how this model works. Okay, so you can see here we have three dimensions that this product can provide. One is the adjacent measurements. The second one is the theta, that is the angle. Then the third one is the perpendicular measurement. Okay, perpendicular measurement, that is nothing but we can measure the height of an object. So for example, if you want to measure this height of this pen, you just place this pen at the 0, 0 of these two axes, x-axis and y-axis. So in this 0, you have to place exactly at the center, that is 0, 0. And then what you have to do is that you have to just pull this thread, keep it on top. Okay, so when you keep it on top, you will get some angle over here. So the angle is nothing but 33. So the angle is 33. Okay, just think we don't have this measuring scale over here. Okay, so we have to find the height of that pen. So what we can do is that we have to use the tan theta formula. Okay, so let's check on to the basic formulas. Okay, so in right angle triangle ABC, that is A, B and C, we have sine theta, which is equal to side opposite to angle theta. So this is theta. The opposite side is called as, we have to consider this AB as the opposite, and then hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is nothing but the line created at that particular angle. Okay, so perpendicular line is the opposite side, and then the bottom one is the adjacent base. The base is called the adjacent. Okay, so in sin theta we'll be using the formula opposite divided by hypotenuse. Then in cos theta we'll be using the adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And then we have this tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, so just imagine in this particular point we know the theta value, right? We have the theta value as 33. We also know the adjacent value. So we don't know hypotenuse, we also don't know the opposite. Just because you have this scale, you can say that there is some measurement shown over here. What if there was no scale? So that's the actual problem. Okay. So now to explain this even more better, I'll just take this angle to 45 degree. Okay. So now, and also I'll just show this movement of protractor. So this protractor can move forward and backward. So that's why the elevation was given over there. Okay, now so now currently I'll keep the protractor 90 degree perpendicular to 21 centimeter. Okay, so it's exactly 21, and now I'll give some angle of 45 degree. Okay, this is 45 degree. Okay, so now so we know the formula, that is sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Okay, so why we are not using sin theta? It's because our problem statement is to identify the height, right? So to identify the height, we need to know the opposite dimension. So when you look into sin theta, we should at least know two values, the theta value and the hypotenuse value. So here in theta, we know that the theta is equal to 45 degree. We don't know hypotenuse, we also don't know opposite. So we cannot use sin theta. So in cos theta, what happens is that we have to find the height, right? To find the height, we need the opposite side. But in cos theta, we don't even have the opposite side mentioned in its formula. So we cannot use cos theta. So we have the only option, that is tan theta, because we have the opposite, we have to find the opposite. We know the adjacent, we know theta. Okay, so I'll be using this formula. Okay, so tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. Okay, so adjacent is nothing but the center part of the protractor and its measurement from 0. So from 0 it is 21. So theta is equal to 45 degree. Adjacent is equal to 21 centimeter. Opposite is equal to be found out, right? So to find opposite, the formula will be changed as opposite equal to, so this will go on the other side, it's equal to tan theta into adjacent. Okay, so opposite is equal to tan 45 degree into adjacent. Adjacent is nothing but 21. Okay, so now let's see what's the value of tan 45. So tan theta 45. So tan 45 is nothing but 1. Okay, so here opposite will be equal to 1 into 21, that's nothing but opposite is equal to 21 centimeter. Okay, so now let's also I'll also briefly explain Pythagoras theorem. Okay, So this is a triangle. So we know that in Pythagorean theorem, hypotenuse square, that is ABC, hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square, right? The square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of opposite and adjacent in a right angle triangle. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. This will be 90 degree. Okay, so we need to determine hypotenuse. We know opposite, we know adjacent. So opposite is 21 centimeter, adjacent is also 21 centimeter. So hypotenuse square is equal to 21 square plus 21 square. Hypotenuse square is equal to 441 plus 441. Hypotenuse square is equal to 882, and hypotenuse is equal to square root of 882. So square root of 882 is, hypotenuse is equal to, it's something around 26 point. Square root of 882 is nothing but 29.69 centimeter. So now let's check whether this theoretical calculation is the same in a practical way. Okay, so it was 21 centimeter at an angle of 45 degree. Okay, so you can see the right angle triangle over here, right? And also let's check the scale. So scale is also 21, adjacent is 21, opposite is 21. Now I'll use another scale to check the hypotenuse value. So I'll be placing this exactly at center. So from 21 to 21, okay, from 21 to 21 you can see that the value is something around 29.7, right? Can you see it? 29.7, it's around in between 7 and 8. Okay, so hence it's proved that, hence you can see this Pythagoras theorem being proved. Also similarly you can use the sin theta formula to obtain the hypotenuse value, because we already found the opposite value using tan theta, right? So now let's move on to the DIY part.